Hi, my name is Sonia Obuna, and I work with Susty Vibes as the head of projects, where I partner with young people in the implementation of environmentally focused and sustainability projects across communities in Nigeria. What we do is provide a platform for young people to be actively involved in promoting climate action and sustainability in their local communities. My interest in the environment stemmed as a young girl living in an area that was prone to flooding, and I was very curious as to what I could do to prevent my house from flooding. And fast forward to a couple of years ago, I volunteered with recyclers for their plastic advocacy campaigns, and from there I joined Susty Vibes, where I began to learn more about environmental protection, sustainability, and the circular economy. Since then, I have then worked in various capacities as project manager, sales manager, and recently as project lead, where, like I mentioned earlier, we work on various projects around circularity, that's the circular economy, advocacy against plastic pollution, ecofeminism, women and environmental protection, and also community development advocacy using art to promote climate action. And we implement these projects with the help of survivors who make up part of our volunteer communities. The major challenge for most young women would be maybe lack of access to opportunities or access to knowledge that can help transform their careers. And that is usually a very big issue because without opportunities, you won't be able to present yourself on a platform where people can identify your skills and prepare you to a greater career. But thankfully, there has been, growth of women-focused climate change opportunities, fellowships, internships that young women can apply to and aspire to. Even at Susty Vibes, we usually, we have a project running that is focused on young women. That's our Lotus by Susty Vibes project, which is an eco-feminist project. And in terms of the staff that we're looking to work on that project, we took a feminist-based approach, looking for young women who are graphic designers who can work as project associates. So these are opportunities that young women can actually key into to break that barrier of opportunity and access. Also, I think as young women, we're also, affected by the triple planetary crisis of climate change, biodiversity loss, and for a lot of young women, we have the extra responsibilities of being the primary caregiver. It puts a lot of pressure on us, both financially, emotionally, and physically. A lot of young women are having to deal with their emotions surrounding climate change and eco anxiety, and having to, build resilience in spite of these disasters that we are facing. There's also the financial, aspect of climate change impacts, where we have to spend money, more money than we should in, mitigating these impacts in our local communities. And of course, there's the physical aspect. There's the fact that inflation has also contributed to reducing our purchasing power. And the major problem is that while everyone faces these impacts and have to, adapt to them, there's always this gendered approach where women tend to have an additional burden and have to, address these impacts in order to protect themselves. And I believe that what's more important is being aware of how these challenges impact us as young women, and also, looking for accessing resources, care, support groups that can help us build resilience to adapt to these challenges. A lot of opportunities exist for young women in the field of climate change. Like we always say that climate change is still much of an emerging field. So there are different aspects for young women who are looking to transition into climate action and sustainability specific roles. For me as a young girl, it translated from volunteering, like I mentioned earlier in my introduction. I started out as a volunteer with Susty Vibes and building track record with experience on our community-based project, I was able to position myself as somebody that was dependable, trustworthy, and had previous experience. So once the opportunity came up for a project management role for one of our projects, community trees, which was a tree planting and advocacy initiative funded by the British Commission in Nigeria, I was able to volunteer or rather present myself for that role. And then, judging by my previous interactions with the leaders of the group, they were able to vouch for me in terms of dependence, experience, and also willingness to learn. So, I would recommend that for young women, we pursue the various opportunities that are available. It's even much more prevalent this time around. There are more funded opportunities, there are more volunteering opportunities. Everywhere you open your social media, you can find the climate change opportunity. So I recommend that you volunteer, you build capacity, you build experience, and that way, once an opportunity, a job opportunity comes running, you are able to present that you have done previous work on it, you have the qualification, you have the background experience to also do that. And then for young women already in this field who are already working, I would say to also build capacity so that when the time comes for us to identify experts, people are able to relate you with that topic and able to recommend you for higher positions. For young women, we need all the support that we can get in terms of capacity building opportunities through internships, volunteering opportunities, and fellowships. That way, we are able to give young people an opportunity to learn firsthand of the different ways they can contribute to the society, even within the climate change and sustainability industry. By strengthening or opening their eyes to these opportunities, we are paving a way, a pathway for young women to get actively involved, to build skills, and be well equipped to transition into this sector. And to every young woman out there who is, looking for a pathway, a career pathway, who is just starting and even has, a bit of experience too, I would like to urge you to keep on being the best you are, keep on building knowledge, and keep on speaking out. Don't let anyone silence you. Your voice really, really matters. Thank you very much, and happy International Women's Month. Thank you. You can always connect with me on LinkedIn. My name is Sonia Ubuna on LinkedIn, and I will be very much glad to hear from you. Thank you once again.